Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Besiege. Now, in the last video, we explored off-roading. And what we came up to, what we found out, was a little bit surprising. So, the vehicle that worked the best was this, which has no ground clearance and is made almost completely of frame. And that frame is composed almost entirely of springs. So I was thinking, if this is the idea design language, how can we make this better? Well, for starters, as you can see here, it still doesn't bend as much as it could. So what I want to do is I want to start by taking off the wheels on either side. I want to take this away because I want to redo the steering because that steering is just inferior to normal steering. So now, I'm going to put two out like that. I think we'll have it turn. No, let's place this and then we'll make it turn because I think that way it might be a little bit better. And what I want to do before we get any further is I want to lower the spring rate of every spring that is. Because the springier the spring, in theory, the better the articulation, the more we can do. Now, is that how it's going to work? My luck? No. But, there's a chance. And under that chance, I'd sure like to see it happen. So, let's copy and paste all of our beautiful things. And it doesn't move. Oh, did I? That. You know what? Let's try that again. Okay. So I'm a little worried about the wood up front. I think that might hinder our forward articulation. But from the looks of it, okay. Flipping is still an issue, but again, does that really matter if you can just go on your back? The answer is not really, but I still don't like it. So, I think I'm going to try and fix that. Also, these, I believe, are compressing too much. Okay, so I'm going to strengthen these. Oh, doesn't help if you don't copy it first. Excuse me. Because I don't want the rear wheels colliding in with each other, and I don't want these hitting. So I think I'm gonna have this and this continue to be low, and the ones on the side low. Because that should give us a strong rigidity throughout the center of it, without compromising too much on articulation. And from the looks of it, that seems to have almost completely fixed our issues. And in fact, just did a handstand. In fact, I think it's better than it was. So I think that was definitely an improvement. Now, it still has a little bit of high centering issue. Obviously, I mean, you're going to get that when you're only a block high. But nothing that we can't fix. But the question is, how do we go about it? And now, I'm going to sit back for a second. I'm going to make up a game plan, and I will see you guys when I'm back from that. So, as you can see, it's a little different than when I left off. My goal here is I think if I use these springs, I can get that ground clearance that I need without always having to use it. So if I get high-centered, I can un-high-center myself, but I won't have to worry about necessarily flipping over constantly. But with that said, I'm going to put the wheels on it, get everything set up, and I will see you guys in a second. Alright, so this is what I have come up with. We have these springs, which, as I'll demonstrate, can lift us and give us about, I'd say, a block of extra ground clearance when we need it. I've got all the wheels set up to turn correctly, and I think this should be an improvement. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by hitting the mountains. Alright. So far, so good. Okay. It's a little wide. It's a little wide. Yeah. And I'm noticing that the spine of it really wants to come together and shoot itself up, which I'm not sure if that would be beneficial to get rid of or keep. I know for moments like that just happened, and for what's happening on screen right now, that's a good thing, and it helps it be strong against braking. But is it hindering the off-road performance now that we have a little bit of a different design? Also, no better time than any to test to see how it is extended. And to my surprise, it's actually quite good suspended. Now, I have a theory as to why that is, and why I think these are working specifically. I think that most of the weight in this block is around here, and when I'm extending it, I'm actually not raising the center of gravity all that much. And in fact, I might not be doing much at all. Just because of how much these weigh. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know the individual weights of everything in the game, but I do know that things have weights and that it affects things as you're going. So, to my knowledge, that could have been a factor. What I do know for... Oh God. Oh, that is... Okay. So, clearly this is not in my favor right now. I'm going to do some mental gymnastics, and we're going to see. No. Alright, now let's see if it'll work. Now, as far as I know, well, I you know what? Honestly, I'm not sure with this. I'm genuinely not sure what'll happen. Okay. We're a lizard now. That'll grow back. It's the way it's anticlimactic. Why? Oh God. Okay. You know what? Let's take out our original. This right here. Okay. Let's do small improvements. Let's start small and we'll work our way up. Okay? Because it seems to me whenever I do a redesign that's amazing. It's not amazing. It's garbage. So to combat that, we're just gonna keep the garbage out. And we're going to start. No, no. No, I'll put a block in that. Now, besides changing up the way this steers, this should be damn near identical to the original one, which I have saved. Which I built on camera before I even decided that I wanted to do this again. Which, by the way, I used to do this YouTube back in like 2016, 2017. Back when I was a little kid, and I actually had no idea what I was doing. But, I tried. Life kind of caught up with me, though, and I wasn't able to keep doing it. But now that I have time, sounds like something interesting to do again. So, on that, I forgot to put this in the last video, but I'm going to try and upload bi-daily. Now, this schedule is going to be a lot less rigid than most YouTubers. Obviously, I don't even have, 30 subscribers at the time of recording this. And as of right now, in order to even make money off of these, you have to have like 1,000 subscribers and blah 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 blah. And that's not how we are right now, or possibly ever will be. But that's okay, because I enjoy making these. But as to what I was saying about my upload schedule, since there's no monetary incentive here, I do have to make money. So, I still have things in my schedule to contend with, and sometimes I may not make my upload schedule, but that's what I'm going to try and go with. I got a couple things in the works. And I believe I mentioned this in the last video, but it's me and one of my pals that both decided to pursue this as a legitimate thing. Now, will either of us make it? Don't know. Maybe not. Maybe so. Only time will tell on that front. But in the meantime, we both enjoy doing what we do, and I'm just excited to start this journey. But anyways, with all that mushy, gushy out the way, let's get back to seeing how this thing performs. And surprisingly, or well, not surprisingly, depending on how you thought about it, it's about the same as it was. Maybe a tad worse because it's a little bit more rigid up front than it would have been otherwise. But in the middle there, in between the front, I guess we'll just call that an axle, and the centerpiece, it's a little bit more wiggly, so who knows. Ah! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Well, I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if the headphones were picking it up, but the dog was barking. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I think I am going to try and weaponize this platform. So, we not only have a mountain goat, but we have a mountain goat that can shoot things. I mean, what more could you want? Right? So, let's put these. And what should our weapons be? We'll have some cannons. And then out the rear, we can have some rockets. I think this will be spring. And let's grab a rocket. Perfecto. Now, I just gotta go through this and set up all my bindings. I will be right back. Alright, so, I now have all my key bindings set up, and this is what we are left with. We are left with a machine that can now pew, and can also which, just adds fun to it. Now, at the moment, I do not obviously have anyone here with me, but in the future, I might have some friends of mine hop on while I record, and I'll let you see some shenanigans that we get up to, and this thing will get some use, being able to fire them guns and, absolutely slaughter some people. And, that it's always fun to kill your friends. I mean, what else could you want out of life? Money, power, fame, relations? No. Killing your friends, the ones you hold close and dear. That's where the joy of life comes from. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a comment, like, or subscribe. This has been Beastly Bots HD. I will see you guys next time. And next video should be a different game. Not going to say what game. You'll just have to wait and see. But as always, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.